understand why this keeps happening. You don't deserve it. You're gonna find love. You deserve better, and what's meant to be will be. Just think positive, and you'll get through it. Thanks, Stacey. Love you. Love you too.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Married to Reality. It's the Darcey and Stacey edition. I'm your co-host, John, here with my wife and co-host, the one and only Teresa.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing?
I'm a little thrown off because, well, let's pull back the curtain. We like to pull back the curtain. We're recording remotely, unfortunately.
Once again.
Remotely, and not even me and you together in a strange hotel room. I'm alone in a strange hotel room. You're wherever you are. I'm not going to disclose.
Who knows?
I'm not going to disclose
where I am.
I'm not going to disclose your location, but that means I'm going to have to put our intro song in later. And so it's a little weird for me not to hear the Silva sisters in my ears.
I know. I wasn't even laughing. So that's why I wasn't laughing, actually, guys, because that always cracks me up. And this time it was just silence.
Just so depressing. I know normally you have almost like the devil and the angel in your ears on each shoulder. You have Darcey and you have Stacey. I don't know who's
the devil, who's the angel.
I feel like Stacey is probably the better mother, I would say, for keeping her kids off the crazy screen.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't her choice.
It was probably the father's choice.
Or her kids are, I think she's at 17 and 18, which means they are adults now. Yeah, one of them.
We have Darcey using her kids as plot lines.
True. True.
Come on, girls. You want a third season? We got to get you out there. We have nothing else to do. Our doctors told us we have to take at least 6 months off of plastic surgery, so we need something to shoot. You're in.
Yeah, I'm curious because the girls are pretty young and they started when they were way younger because Darcey's been on the screen for years. So I'm curious, if the dad just said, hey, sure, YOLO, do whatever.
We don't know anything about their father.
Anything.
Really. It's weird. This is going to come out weird. I look at Mike as their father. I know he's their grandfather, but I look at him as the fatherly figure. He's taking them car shopping. He's teaching them life lessons, but he's not. For sure. He's not their father.
Well, he's the grandfather. That's kind of a father.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how their relationship with their actual father is.
Who knows?
All right. Guys, before we get into it, a couple housekeeping items. Got to do it. I have a housekeeper here at the hotel. I should call her over and she could do it like the pro that she is. Show me how to housekeep, but I'll do it. I don't want to bother her. She's picking up my dirty underwear. So, guys, make sure you're following us on social media. We're back in the meme game. We're back, baby. We got memes. We got updates. We got messages coming from you guys, and we love it. So that's happening at Married to Reality Pod on Instagram.
Yeah, guys, come over. It's fun. We chat with you guys. We post fun stuff. We share fun stuff. So don't hesitate and follow us. What are you waiting for?
Follow us. Come on. It's a good time. It's a little party we have with you guys, and we want to invite you to join because we have a blast with you.
We always have a blast. And don't just follow us on Instagram. We are also on Facebook once again.
You hear that, Mom? We're back on Facebook. So make sure, Married to Reality on Facebook. You'll find us. We're growing again. We had a bunch of followers on Facebook, and when we got punished, we lost our followers, but they're coming back. So come back,
guys. Come back.
So you're following us on social media. Make sure you're following us wherever you're listening right now. So easy to do. Just look down and smash that follow button.
Yeah, guys, smash it like it's as hot as this whole episode because I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for Darcey and Stacey. I'm not gonna lie, but this episode was good.
Oh, I liked it. I liked it for sure. So,
you said liked it. You didn't say loved it.
Okay. I really liked it. I'm not going to say I loved it. I really liked it, but we'll get into it.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Before we get into it, one more thing. If you haven't left a review, please do. We are up to our noses in podcasts and television shows, and I'm doing it on the road from a hotel room. So come on, please show us some love if you haven't, and leave us a review if you could.
Yeah, guys, it makes our days, it makes our weeks, it makes us happy.
Mm-hmm.
So, please, if you have a minute or 30 seconds, or you're in the bathroom doing number 2 and you have
Whoa.
nothing else to do, just leave us a review. I'm
Two.
trying to find time for our friends.
If you're doing number 2, leave a 5-star review. Come on, is that not the greatest saying? Put that on a t-shirt. Put that
If you're
on.
doing number 2, what did you say?
Leave a
Repeat
5-star
it?
review.
Oh, that's a great t-shirt.
Speaking of t-shirts, we got merch. marriedtorealitypodcast.com. There's a button for the store, so check it out. That shirt won't be there, but maybe one day.
I was just gonna say coming to you soon.
Yeah. Too soon. Okay. Let's get into the show here, okay? I want to talk about our favorite sisters, Darcey and Stacey. This is episode 2. Woo! We are
Loving it.
We're
Loving
pageant
it.
ready. I've been ready for this pageant, and everyone else is finally catching up. I've been ready for this pageant since season 2. Speaking of number 2s. And finally, now Aniko is getting ready because they're going on a bit of a shopping spree. They're going dress shopping.
Because Darcey loves spending time with her girls shopping, right? And Darcey believes Aniko.
Sorry, I was going to start the chant.
I know. Oh, this is the one downside of us recording remotely, guys, because there might be a slight delay.
A little bit of a
delay. So if you hear us chanting over each other, that's why.
Aniko.
Aniko.
A legit chant in some Middletown thrift shop or boutique or wherever they were shopping with actual Connecticut folks, my people, in the background, just looking over their shoulder like, what is going on?
I think they were on the main street in Middletown.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like
there.
it.
We've
been there. I'm not a big fan. I'm not going to lie.
We were keeping our eyes peeled for this type of spotting in the wild.
And they would stand out.
Woo!
They would stand out.
They
would stand out anywhere.
They're not trying to blend in.
No, definitely not. But yeah, not a big fan of Middletown. It's
Middletown produced 2 of our favorite sisters of all time.
I know, but I'm not a big fan of the town because it's not one of the cute little New England towns. It's a bigger town.
It's got its parts, Wesleyan University in particular, but
true, it has
area
Wesleyan. Okay,
we were at was not the best.
Well, definitely not.
So they're there, they're shopping, and of course Darcey makes the whole thing about her. You forget
always
they're there for Aniko to get her ready for her big day, for her first pageant, and Darcey's like, do I need to wear a pageant dress? What if at the last minute they do like a Miss Queen USA or a Miss Goddess Connecticut? Like, what? I should probably be ready. I always got to be pageant ready.
Speaking of pageants, Darcey's always been an official pageant mom because their whole life she's been a cheer mom. She cheers on their dance classes, on their social media dances.
Yeah, their TikTok dances.
Yeah. But now she finally gets to be the real official pageant mom. That's what she always wanted.
Apparently. And it's so clear Darcey forced, I'll use the F word, forced Aniko into this. I don't think Aniko woke up one day and was like, you know what? Pageants. I think Darcey was like, I'm a pageant mom. I need to do this. Aniko, you need to make me a pageant mom.
I think there was part of Aniko that wanted to do it. I mean, she's a pretty girl, and if she has a shot, which I believe she does, why not? But I'm sure that Darcey was like, oh my gosh, pageants.
Oh,
I want to be a pageant mom.
For sure, I feel like instigated this. But they don't show us, unlike Married at First Sight or these other shows, they didn't show us any of the dresses.
Right? They did not, and I was thinking that.
They just left, and I was like, oh, they didn't even buy anything. But then I saw a bag. So I don't know if Aniko was holding Darcey's dresses or if she actually ended up buying something for herself. But they left with a bag. We didn't see it. Maybe it'll be a grand reveal at the pageant.
We'll see. But first, Darcey is still worried about what happened with Deb and Reina, And now she also has to tell the girls, Aniko and Aspen, and Mike.
She's like, well, Raina's probably sobering up finally, and she's going to remember what I told her about Georgie. And now I have to deal with that, her hangover, and on top of it, I have to tell my kids, and I have to tell my dad. Oh, this is going to be a lot. So they go for lunch.
Well, that's what I thought. But if you zoom in, they are eating creme brulees, ice creams, that Italian dessert that I like. Oh, cannolis.
Ooh.
There was no regular food. It was
holy
all
cannoli.
Sweets.
Just going for some desserts.
Exactly.
All
so
right.
I was like, Aniko's preparing for the pageant.
Good for her. Yeah, she's carbo loading. She's
Oh,
sugar.
no, for sure she should. And she looks beautiful. She should load on whatever she wants to load on.
She needs the sugar so that she can match Darcey's energy.
That's for sure.
Right? Speaking of Darcey's energy, they get to whatever this is. I guess it's not a lunch. It's like, who knows, Willy Wonka's breakfast.
It looks like it, but I think it's still on the main street.
Oh, yeah. And I would pay.
It looked like it.
I would pay top dollar to see this live.
Oh, imagine if we walked by.
That's all I want is to see Darcey in the wild. And she's wild because they're sitting there and she's like, let me show you my pageant walk. Let me show you. No one asked to see it, mind you. She's just like, let me show you how it's done. She gets up. She looks like a drunk kangaroo walking down the sidewalk of Middletown, Connecticut.
Well, the girls boo her out. They're like, boo.
Yeah.
Aniko was like, it was like 6.5. And Aspen's like, really? I'm going to say 2.
Right. This is season 3. This is episode 2. And now within the first 2 episodes, we have Darcey's daughters just bashing her because they bashed her. I think they bashed her episode 1, rating her surgery, saying she looks like Miss Piggy.
Well, I also think the girls don't think she needed the surgeries, right? And I think they said it before, and now she has the surgery, so they're trying to adjust. But I think they also think that Darcey looked better before.
Right. It's just funny. There's always one who's trying to be nicer, and who knows if it's for the cameras or they're just
I think
the
that's
nicer.
Aniko.
Right. She's like, solid 6.5, maybe 7. And then the other one's like 2. And last time it was, oh, I think she looks good. It's just going to take some getting used to. And the other one's like, bursts out laughing. She looks like Miss Piggy.
That was Aspen too.
Yeah.
She's younger and sassier. I like it.
I like it too. Speaking of looks, did you see Mike's missing tooth?
I did not.
I don't know if he's always had a missing tooth, and this is a good look for him. He looks even more badass if he could possibly look more badass. Like he got
a front one?
He's missing, yeah, like not the directly front tooth, but to the side.
I used to think that having a gold tooth was like a super badass.
Like Home Alone.
Yes. Or like in chick movies, sometimes like old chick movies, or like the badass guys or like the bandits, whatever, they always had bad teeth. Well, that too, but golden teeth.
Yeah, that is bad.
That was like badass.
I could see Mike filling that with a gold tooth. Yeah, you got to check it out. I'm like, oh, god damn, Mike. I was scared of you before. Now you're just coming out here with a gaping hole in your mouth? All right. Middletown.
I mean, Mike's looking good. Mike's looking good for a grandpa.
I know. He's next stop OnlyFans.
I would not be surprised.
He's bankrolling this entire family. They're probably running him dry. He's going to need to make money somehow.
Well, I would subscribe.
Jeez. Woo! Come on. I'm gone for like 3 days and you're subscribing to a grandfather's OnlyFans? You calm down over there. Okay. Speaking of dating and men, Darcey brings up Aniko and Aspen's dating life, and it's just as a way to start talking about her dating life because she's like, oh, boys, you guys into boys? You like boys? She's like, actually, speaking of boys, even though I brought it up, speaking of dating lives, Georgie and I are trying to work things out.
Classic Darcey.
We're not engaged. We're just feeling things out.
Well, the girls aren't too happy about it, but they said, we probably should get to know him better if he's going to be back.
Right.
Because right now, Mike is the father figure. Darcy's been trying to find a father figure for years.
Explain this to me, though. Why is she moving back to Mike's house?
I think she probably, and I think this is one of the smartest things she's done lately, she realized that to make it work, they need to start dating, right? Not to be on top of each other.
Oh, so
At least that's what I think.
she's going to live at Mike's. Georgie's going to stay at the apartment.
Yes.
Oh, see, that makes so much sense. And I like that. That is smart.
I
That's
hope
good.
that was her move because that's smart. Like if you want to make something work, it didn't work before when when they were on top of each other constantly, basically since day one. Now you just need to take it easy. You see each other when you feel like seeing each other. You hang out, you date, you get to know each other without being together 24/7 because they were forced to be together. The pandemic, Darcy basically moved Georgie into her studio.
Right.
So that wasn't healthy. So my understanding is that she's trying to do this the right way, which is like kudos to you, Darcy. I hope that's the case, but it seems like it.
That makes sense. And then on top of that, she brings up they're going to do couples counseling.
Which is smart too. Listen, I understand couples counseling. I think it can be helpful when you have marital issues, when you're married for a while and there is nothing else you can do, but you're trying to save your marriage. I think having a couple counseling before you get married, it's me.
Right.
Should you even get married?
But
it's Darcy. It's Darcy.
We've
so I'm
talked
here
about
for it.
this on the pod before. We're very pro therapy. I've said we have a therapist in the family and we want to keep him in business. We are very pro therapy. But if I was a therapist and a boyfriend and girlfriend came to me after 6 months of dating or however long Darcy and Georgie have been dating and are like, well, we need therapy so we can work this out. I'd be like, you don't need to be together.
Not even 6 months of dating. 6 months of dating, living together, being engaged and disengaged.
Red
and
flags.
being back together.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, let's cut to Stacey and Borean. They're in the car. They're driving. And classic baby talk here. We got Stacey saying,
"Oh my gosh,
you want a bacon, egg, and cheesy? You want a bacon, egg, and cheesy? You want a coffee? Borean want a coffee?" It's like
Borean is like a sloth. He needs a lot of coffee.
Yeah, Borean needs the largest coffee with a Red Bull and a Monster Energy drink, and then maybe he'll open his eyes.
Stacey's vagina.
Oh, that's all he wants. He's like, I want to bang.
That's all he wants.
I want to bang right now.
I want to have some sexy time.
Who
he didn't
gets-
say that, but
He
yeah,
d-
I was
he-
just gonna say
He wants to bang. How does that turn you on?
the baby talk.
Yeah.
Right? I think the same thing when I watch these guys, when I watch Jasmine and Gino. How? How do you get turned on by baby talk?
Or it's just the New York accent that's turning him on. You want a coffee? You want a coffee? Like, why did she have to say it like that? Why are you talking like that, Stacey?
You think she has New York accent?
No, she was putting it on. She was saying it purposefully. Like, you want a coffee? You want a coffee?
I think that was her baby talk.
Maybe. So
I don't think she was trying to do a New York accent. I think she was just talking like a little baby.
they're heading to Darcy's apartment because they need to go grab some things to bring to Mike's house where Darcy's going to be staying. And I guess Darcy doesn't want to run into Georgie, so she sent them to go do the dirty work.
Also, when Darcy was leaving the apartment, why didn't she bring stuff? Did she just leave?
Yeah, that whole thing doesn't make sense.
Right? I understand the separation idea. That's smart. But if you know you're going to live at Mike's house, why don't you grab your stuff? Right? Was she like, oh my gosh, I'm going to live with Mike. I'm going to leave. I have to leave right now. Bye. And Stacey's now doing, not even Stacey, Borean is collecting her items because that's why Stacey has him with her.
Well, that's the best part is they get there and Stacey goes to talk to Georgie. And in the background, you just see Borean like going through Darcy's underwear, just packing up her things.
Yeah, she probably gave him a list. It's like, Florian, just find all the items. I gotta talk to Georgie. And there was one thing that crossed my mind, right? I'm curious to see what you think. Stacey's basically is not happy with Georgie being back, and she's telling him what she thinks. She's giving him her own truth. She's telling him how things are, right? But she looks like Darcey. How do you think that everything coming to Georgie is coming from someone who does look like the person he supposedly loves?
Right.
It must be weird, right?
I almost wonder if it's more impactful because it's not like you're sending your sister to do the dirty work. It's almost like it's coming from you. You can literally picture Darcey saying that to you. So I wonder if it has more of an impact than if they were not identical twins.
You remember on the previous season when they were in DC that Georgie mistaken Stacey for Darcey?
That was one of those bonus scenes. Was it a bonus scene, I think? He was feeding a cookie or something.
Yeah, and he like tried to feed Stacey instead of Darcey.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah. So he definitely can't tell them apart. So they're there, and Georgie is like, everything good? And Stacey goes, I don't get it. Where are your intentions with Darcey? And Georgie's like, we're working on stuff. And so Stacey thinks, you say you're working on stuff, but you're just going to go back to your old ways. You're going to keep fighting, and you're going to break up. And Georgie's like, no, we're going to fix the relationship. I want to be together with Darcey. We're going to go to counseling. We're going to work on everything. And Stacey starts getting very aggressive out of nowhere.
Very aggressive. And she basically lashes at him saying, you live here rent-free. You don't even have a job. Like, what are you doing with your life? And this is where Georgie really ducked up.
I guess that's your autocorrect coming in. But before we get to the big duck up, how about Stacey calling Georgie out for living rent-free? How much do you think Borean's paying a month?
Well, I think nothing, but at least... did she say that he's working somewhere?
I think he's trying to put his portfolio together to get a job.
Yeah, but wasn't he like... Okay, I probably made this up, but for some reason I thought he's doing some constructions or something.
Ooh. I think that's just your twisted fantasy of Borean.
I don't know why. I'm going to Google it, guys, because I might be totally wrong, but for some reason I thought of it. So maybe I saw something. I'll clarify. But anyways, yes, he's at least trying to put his portfolio together. Like he's doing something.
Right. And here's the big duck up. Because Stacey's like, you're not working, you don't have a job, you're not paying rent, you're just living rent free, taking advantage of my sister. And Georgie goes, it's hard to find a job right now. Okay, so far so good, Georgie. You're right about that. It's COVID times. And Stacey goes, you could massage. And Georgie goes, I did massage when you were gone in Virginia. And at first I was like, bro, I thought that was going to be the issue, is that he's rubbing girls down while Darcey and Stacey are in Turkey. The issue is Stacey's not buying it. She thinks he's lying just to make himself look good.
And he is lying. You can even tell that he's lying. Without even us knowing, you can see that he's lying.
Well, right. I mean, the order should have been, you don't even have a job. And Georgie should have said, no, I massaged people in Virginia, instead of, you don't have a job. And him going, well, it's hard to find a job. And then after that saying, but I'm working.
I'm surprised that Darcey could help him open his own massage studio. Or I'm sure if he has a license and some references, he can find a job. I feel like Connecticut people love massages. Half of your family love massages.
They love it. My question, I think, is the visa. What kind of visa does Georgie have? And
I mean, he's been here for a while. I'm pretty sure. And he was married. I'm pretty sure he has his green card.
You may be right. Yeah. So Georgie lied about massaging people. Not good.
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't think that TLC or Discovery Plus would have him on if he wasn't here legally anyway. So, We know he's not here on K1 visa, aka the fiance visa, because he's been here for a while. And if he was here illegally, TLC could have issues with that. So he must have something. And I'm pretty sure, based on his history, that he has his green card or a work permit or something legal.
Okay. Yeah. So he could be working, I guess. He's just not.
Yeah.
So
He's just being a little lazy.
new day. It is the first day of the pageant experience. And the only thing I could see was Darcey's legs, because she was showing more leg in those jeans than if she was wearing like a bikini bottom.
Yeah, those were kind of open.
It was, and you know, because my dad is like this, you know, Mike is the guy that's like, you buy your jeans with holes in them, like your jeans come that way.
Oh, that's my dad too.
Right. Oh, you pay for them like that? In my day, we got holes in our jeans from working.
Well, not even that. A few years back, when I went home to the Czech Republic, it was before I met you, I had these really cool jeans with holes from Abercrombie that I saved money for because I was a poor au pair making literally nothing, right? Guess who fixed my jeans?
No.
My grandmother.
She was like, "Oh, poor Teresa, literally, poor Teresa has holes in her jeans."
But not even that she doesn't even like tie it together. You know when you have a hole in your sock and you can kind of like make a new sock on top of it? That's what she did because it was on my knees. She said like, so you can still bend your knees.
Well, I thought you were going to say she put patches on them, which is kind of cool.
She saw it together.
That's so hilarious and so sad at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, I spent $100 on these jeans because I liked the holes.
Exactly. And she literally didn't understand it. I got so pissed and she just didn't understand why I'm mad.
Parents.
She's like, you buy stuff like this, you spend money on something like this.
Yeah.
Oof.
The famous thing am I right? The famous thing in my family was always if I had, say, an Abercrombie shirt, because I did, with a big Abercrombie logo, my dad's like, are they paying you to wear that?
Classic dad joke.
Yeah. It's like, oh, why? Because I'm advertising for them, Dad. I get it.
Classic.
So, okay. It's the first day of the pageant. It's headshots. It's orientation. It's more intense than I thought it was going to be. I kind of thought you showed up, hopped on stage, and people judged you. But
plus, Aniko was already wearing the, what do you call it, thing that
the sash.
The sash and the crown. Like, why are you wearing that? You didn't win anything.
Dress for the job you want.
I guess.
And Darcey's there. Stacey's there. Aniko's there. Aspen's. Everyone's there except the pro, the model extraordinaire, Borean. Where's Borean to give
I was thinking the same. Why isn't he there?
He's got the experience. Give Borean a chance to get in there and talk her up.
He can be a pageant uncle.
Pageant uncle. Yeah, PU.
I mean, if our niece ever becomes the Miss Connecticut in like 18 years, you can be the pageant uncle.
Yeah, I'm down. So this is Aniko's first pageant. She's like, I know I got to bring it. I got to get in there. I got to do my thing. And Darcey has not stopped bringing it. She's continued the chant, Aniko, Aniko, right? And she's like, if you want to win, you got to manifest it. Manifest the wind.
Eyes on the prize. Eyes on the prize. And the girls are like, Mom, bring it down a couple of notches.
Darcey is the pageant mom that would put X-Lax in some other girl's water so that they would be stuck in the bathroom all night and Aniko would win.
I can see that.
She's in it to win it. Right?
Yes, and the girls are even saying, we wouldn't be surprised if Darcey got kicked out for being too extra.
Aniko goes, my mom is so loud, she sounds like an animal escaped the zoo or something.
Imagine Darcey being your mom.
I would love it and hate it at the same time.
I think I would probably hate it more. Because I love watching it. Being there, I don't think I could deal.
My mom is so normal, like the most Connecticut mom, most normal mom you could have. And She still embarrassed me as a kid, I'm sure.
I think your mom is not like a typical, like stay-at-home mom or something. She's like a badass mom.
Right, but I'm just
She's
saying
just,
parents in general embarrass their kids, even if they're not
oh yeah.
trying. This is next level embarrassment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, my parents still do it sometimes, and they love doing that. They love embarrassing me. They
Yeah.
really do. And they do things that I dislike, which like now I'm older. I found my peace with them being childish, but
You just got to accept it.
yeah. Again, I think it was a year before we met. I went to check. They picked me up at the airport with a huge banner that said, "Welcome home, bunny."
No.
Yes, but the Czech word vítej doma králíčku. And I hate it. I hate when they call me bunny. I just hate it. And the more I hate it, the more they call me bunny.
That's
And now
worse
they
than
call you.
Asuelu's welcome dance.
Mm-hmm. Now they call you bunny too. So now my mom refers to us as the bunnies.
I'm not going to get into this story, but I got in trouble in elementary school for calling a girl on my bus Bunny. The girl told her parents, the parents told the principal, and I got in trouble because I called her Bunny.
Why?
I don't know.
Bunnies are cute.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bunnies
Anyway.
are adorable. Okay.
Anyway, Aspen is doing Aniko's hair for some reason, and Darcey goes, "So, mommy has some good news for you guys. We registered for Miami Swim Week, and we're going to Miami, and we want you guys to come."
And everyone is so excited. And it goes like, yeah, Miami boys.
At first, I was laughing because she's like, "We need to release the stress of the last year," and I was like, "What stress do you guys have as 14-year-old cool girls?" And then I remembered, COVID. Like we all
COVID.
dealt with it.
And they are on Darcey and Stacey.
That's true. But that Miami trip is going to cause way more stress for these girls.
Oh, yeah. But they have to manifest. They have to manifest to get to Miami Swim Week. Which I didn't even know they do swimwear unless that was the way to get in. That's the way to get into the business.
No, this is the whole thing. That's the storyline of this season is men's swimwear for some reason.
I
right?
wonder if Borean is going to be the headliner. As he should.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see. So in walks Brittany, Aniko's pageant coach. She had to, of course, say she's been tested so she can take her mask off, right? You got to get that in there.
She's so sparkly, like this sparkly outfit.
That's her life, right?
I know.
That's someone's life is like, I am fully invested in pageant life. This is my job. This is my career. This is my passion is teenage pageants.
I would love to like meet her spouse.
Oh, she is not married. Brittany is so single. Brittany's on all the dating apps.
Probably because, oh my gosh, yeah.
It takes a special person to.
Oh, that's for sure.
To do what she does.
How do you even find a job? And you see, I would love to see how much she makes, but I think it's quite expensive to have a coach.
Oh, she probably makes a decent amount of money. I think she was in the circuit, she was in the game, and then she grew out of it and she was like, well, pageantry is my life. This is my entire life. What do I do? Become a coach.
I guess. I mean, I can see that.
I don't think you go from, I don't know, being a engineer to being like, you know what? Screw it. Pageant coach for 14-year-olds. No, I think that's all you know. That's what you love, and you stick with it.
I guess that makes sense. A lot of my ex-au pair friends or those who stayed in the US somehow and got married, so now they have paperwork to work. They all work for Au Pair in America or Au Pair Care or any of those au pair agencies because they were used to it and they were like, YOLO, this is what we do.
Yeah, it makes sense. You stick with what you know. So Brittany's like, this is orientation day. It's a big day. You're going to meet the competition and you got to make a lasting first impression. You got to come in there with that energy. And Brittany steals Aniko away and goes, Mom, you have to stay here. So she keeps Darcey and Stacey seated, but Aspen can go. I think that's how they like lure new talent in. It's like, come on here, Aspen. Like, come see what this is all about. And next year can be your year.
Also, imagine having Darcey and Stacey, especially Darcey, inside of that room.
Oh my gosh.
It would be all about her. So I think they were just like, Darcey, you gotta stay here.
You stay out here. Yeah.
Just wait outside.
No cameras are allowed. We would love to have you come back, Darcey, but no cameras are allowed, so you got to stay.
Which is not true, because the cameras do follow Aniko, and we get to see all these, what would you call them, pageanters?
Pageanters? No. What do you, I don't know. Pageant. I don't want to call them a queen yet because they haven't won the title, but I guess they're pageant queens.
Pageant
I don't know.
girls?
Pageant?
Pageantees?
Call in. Let us know if you know what to call these folks.
Well, anyways, I'm going to say pageanters because I like it.
Okay.
So all these pageanters are there mingling, introducing each other to each other. And Aniko says all these girls are like 18 or 19. So they've been trying to win for years. Aniko I think she's 16. So she's on the younger side, which doesn't have to be a bad thing.
My jaw hit the floor when I heard this because she goes, the teen division is 14 to 19. That's insane. That is a huge difference.
It should have been 13 to 19. That's the teen.
No, it should be 17 to 19. You have a 14-year-old competing against a 19-year-old? 19-year-olds are in the back of their Honda Civic riding their boyfriend. A 14-year-old is collecting Pokemon cards. Like, how are these two competing against each other in sexuality?
Not in America, right? I don't think any 14-year-old girls nowadays collect anything. They're on TikTok. And the second you put the makeup on, they all are going to look the same.
That's fine. But should we encourage this? A 14-year-old is a child still.
I mean, I don't think they do the bathing suit promenade like they do in the Miss Universe, etc.
I don't know. It'd be a one piece and they'd have swimmies on, which we'll get to.
Yeah, I don't think they do. That would be weird. I feel like, I guess not for like the 18 and 19-year-old.
I think it's weird.
I don't know. It is kind of weird.
Is it okay to have a 14-year-old date a 19-year-old?
I don't know.
What? No.
I don't know. I know people.
19 is legally an adult. You're legally an adult at 19, at 18, and you're going to have a 14-year-old, a child? Come on.
I guess 15. I don't know. Probably not. It's weird.
No, the whole thing is creepy, but
it is.
It is.
In Czech, you have to be 15 and up. So
for what?
For any like sexual thingies or
Jesus. All right, let's move on. So Aniko does her headshots. She's loving it. She feels confident. Outside, Stacey starts telling Darcey about Georgi and what happened and what she learned. And she says, he told me he was doing massages in Virginia. And Darcey immediately knows, oh, what? That's a lie. He's lying to you.
Yeah. I mean, we all knew it. We saw his face.
So now Darcey is pissed because she thought they were starting fresh. No lies, no socks, no investing in socks, just honesty. But that's not the case.
Yeah,
dun,
not
dun,
a
dun.
good start. Not a good start.
Not a good start. But it'll get better. But before we talk about that, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We're back for a new day. We're starting fresh. We're starting anew because it is therapy day. Darcey, Georgi, they're heading to therapy, and Darcey's therapy outfit is out of control.
Like, is she going to a therapy or a club?
Right. Does the therapist need to see your panties, Darcey? What kind of therapy is this?
Well, listen, the outfit would have been cool if she was hitting the club with her girls.
Right.
Not Aniko and Aspen with like Deb and Verena.
Right. Right. You're going to therapy. I think dress a little more modestly.
But it wouldn't be Darcey. It wouldn't be Darcey. The camera's on her.
That's
So
true.
she's meeting Georgie. So she's gotta look hot,
That's
hot,
it.
hot.
Setting the thirst trap. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
So they meet the therapist, Amanda, who looks like a sober Raina.
She does. Yeah.
And Darcey explains their issues. We're not technically a couple right now, even though we're in couples therapy, but we care about one another and we need to open up and learn how to communicate better. And Georgie says, I feel like her trust problems are coming from past relationships, and I never try to give her a reason to mistrust me, but she can't get over her exes and she's projecting that on me.
Which is kind of true. Like, he never gave her any reasons to be jealous or anything.
I am so team Georgie. I don't know why we're in couples therapy. I don't know why he was kicked out. I don't know why they're living alone. What did he do that was so wrong?
Well, they were arguing, but they both were. I think she was arguing with him. He was arguing with her. They just didn't find the right way to communicate. That's why they are in therapy. But he didn't do anything wrong when it comes to, I don't know, trust or other girls.
No.
But if you ask Darcey, she'll probably like, oh yeah, Octavia told me all that stuff about Georgie, and apparently he was on that
Sugar
Mama's website, and Darcey would find something.
Oh,
but as far as we know, there is nothing.
You got to trust. Here, I'm not a therapist, but let me play one on this podcast. Trust is important. So,
oh yeah,
trust your partner. Don't trust your partner's ex. And if you trust your partner, come on, he didn't do anything wrong.
And if you don't trust your partner, then don't be with your partner, because I'm telling you what, if you cannot trust someone in the long run, it's not going to work. It's like literally not going to work.
And I guess don't fully trust him because he did lie about the massaging. And she brings it up and says, yep, Georgie told Stacey he was doing massages. And the way she says doing massages, it sounds so dirty. Oh, he was doing massages. Like, just like he was giving massages, right?
I don't
He's
know.
a masseuse.
It's the same thing. Giving, doing.
No, doing massages sounds so much filthier.
Does it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
You don't get the nuance.
Potato.
You don't get the nuance. Okay, here's the best response, though, a.k.a. the worst response. He said he was doing massages. And Georgie's like, I was being sarcastic.
It's like,
What?
Georgie needs to take a class on sarcasm, because that wasn't sarcastic. And if you were trying to be, well, you failed.
Yeah. There's sarcasm and there's lying, Georgie. That was clearly a lie.
And he's lying again because he was not trying to be sarcastic. He was trying to get his ass out of that confrontation from Stacey.
Right. He goes, Stacey was being rude. So that's why I said it. I felt like I had to say something.
Listen, Stacey was being a little harsh, but he just could have said, no, I don't have work. I'm looking for something. If he said, I'm actively looking for a job, that would have been much better than lying about having one.
100%. And so then Darcey brings up how she pays for everything and she doesn't want to be used. She's not a sugar mama. She never will be. And Georgie's like, well, I've been proactive. I'm trying. It's just tough in quarantine. And so then the therapist kind of goes rogue and is like, who's the better listener? Who would you say is the better listener? And Georgie goes, we don't hear each other. We talk over each other.
That was a truth statement.
Darcey goes, I try to understand him, but he gets defensive and he spins it on me. And the therapist goes, yeah, trigger tango. And Darcey's like, yup, there you go. Trigger tango, belittling ballet, the whiny waltz, all the dances. We're doing them all. Trigger tango. Yup. And the therapist is telling the camera, like, I would describe their communication as a diamond.
Darcey loves that.
And I'm leaning in. I'm like, okay, let's see how she lands this one. She's like, 10 different things are happening, and they're seeing one side of it. And
I don't get it.
Okay, that's one metaphor, I suppose.
I don't get it. I mean, I can look at a diamond and it looks different from each angle, I guess. But
Right,
that's
but-
an interesting metaphor.
Yeah. So Georgie's like, I want to be there for Darcey. I want to show her love and support. But sometimes I just don't feel heard. Music to Darcey's ears. She starts crying. That's all it took. All of a sudden, now they're doing the sobbing salsa. Forget
They are
the
holding
trigger
hands.
tango. Forget the trigger tango. We're doing the sobbing salsa. And Darcey's like, wow. Georgie's really making an effort. Georgie has changed.
360.
All he said was, no, 180. We're not getting into that.
Oh my gosh, I did it again. Oops,
All he said is,
I did it again.
I don't feel heard. All he says is, I don't feel heard. And Darcey's whole perspective changes.
Classic Darcey and
It's the
classic me.
Dumbest thing I've ever seen on this show so far. And I loved it.
180.
So, new day. Stacey and Borean, they're going to have a little spa day. They need to relax.
Spa day.
Decompress. Yeah. And by spa, I mean their neighbor's pool. It looked like they were at some pool in the neighborhood.
Did.
Right? That was not a spa.
Unless they get the massages on the inside, and some massages or some spas have the outdoor area where you can relax.
Yeah. So the whole thing is they're so stressed by Darcey and Georgie's drama that they need to go spa. If someone else's BS drama is stressing you out to the point where you need to spa, you need to reevaluate your life. Like, why is someone else stressing you out so much? That's their life.
Guys, we cover this crap that we all love so much, and we don't even do spa days.
Right. I'm very stressed.
But this was one of my favorite parts of this episode when Stacey whips out a pair of swimmies.
Close your eyes. I have a surprise. Yeah, Florian opens his eye. What the fuck? He's like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? Santa's not Christmas. Christmas is New Year. It's like, Stacey got Florian floaties because we learn he doesn't know how to swim.
What do you call it? Floaties?
Floaties. Yeah.
I call it swimmies.
I think maybe. Well, then.
I don't know.
Okay, because I thought a new nickname was born.
What?
Floatian. I thought we were going to have Floatian.
Oh, damn, that's good.
Yeah.
But I like Borean.
Borean goes, I see them before. For babies. Well, you guys baby talk each other, so this is just the next step in your cosplay. Embrace it.
I mean, she should have gotten him the circle.
Oh, that's like for the lifeguard.
I had a circle swimmy when I was a kid.
Or get him a noodle or something.
Well,
he's like a noodle. It'd be noodle on noodle action.
Well, or just give him some lessons.
Yeah, buy him lessons. Treat him like an adult. Why are you getting him floaties or swimmies? Right? He could probably learn how to swim in 20 minutes if someone taught him.
He needs to be ready for Miami. I want to see him walking around in House of 11 bathing suit and the swimmies.
Right. Come out with House of 11 swimmies. So she goes from whipping out flotation devices for babies to whipping out champagne because she wants to toast to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I can't wait for you to meet my cousin Shannon. Actually, speaking of Shannon, I want to call her. And she gives Florian the phone to call her. And we meet Shannon,
Shannon's wild.
Shannon. Okay, Shannon's Darcey and Stacey's first cousin, grew up in Connecticut. Stacey tells Shannon they're coming to Miami for Miami Swim Week, House of 11 swim. And she tells Shannon about the drama between Darcey and Georgie, how she broke off the engagement, so she's not sure if they'll be coming or he'll be coming. And they end the call. Borean goes, Thank you for your time. God bless you.
I loved so much. It was so weird because we weren't together while we watched the show, and I just laughed by myself. But it was great.
He a telemarketer or something? Like, could you imagine Florian as a telemarketer? He's like,
no.
Hello, this is Borean, understand? Santa is for New Year's, understand? God bless. Thank you for your time. God bless.
Oh my gosh, that would be too good. That would be too good.
We learn a little more about Shannon, and here we go. Turns out it's Shannon Walker Williams. It's Ray Allen's wife, which is a big shout out to UConn. Ray Allen was the pride of Connecticut. Forget Darcey and Stacey. Ray Allen was the pride of Connecticut. Huge player for UConn. And so that is Shannon's husband. And we learn that Shannon has a restaurant, a healthy fast food restaurant, right?
Well, she also said that he was in the NBA. So not just... Yeah, he didn't just play for UConn.
Oh, he had a very solid and successful career in the NBA. He's worth like over $100 million.
Well, good for Shannon. And I feel like Darcey and Stacey are like, wow, cousin Shannon, that's what we're trying to achieve.
Well, that's the thing. Stacey is now stressed like, oh, is Darcey going to spiral when she sees Shannon's perfect world? It's like, yeah, probably. Probably because Darcey lives at home with her dad now, and Shannon's worth $100 million.
Well, good for Shannon. I'm sure we'll see more of her.
Oh, I hope so. So we cut to Darcey and Georgi. They're leaving therapy. They're feeling positive about what they just did. They think they're going to be able to grow now as a couple. It's like, wow, therapy works this quick. You're in and you're out, 20 minutes therapy, one and done. But Georgi sees Darcey's cold. He's like, oh, here, have my jacket. And Darcey goes, I'm warm now. You warmed my heart. Yeah.
All she needs is some couple of kind words.
And a jacket.
And a jacket, yes.
Yeah, Darcey goes, I'm ready to put in the work. Georgi agreed. He's ready to try. And so I'm going to tell him about Miami. And she says, everyone's going. It'd be nice if Georgi goes, as long as there's no drama.
And Georgi does not want any drama. And I believe that he's never wanted any drama. He's never been the drama king or whatever you call the man version of the drama queen, right?
The drama king.
So I'm sure he's on board and he's just happy that Darcey wants him there.
There's just one thing before Georgi's allowed to go. He needs to apologize to Stacey for lying, or as Georgi says, for being sarcastic. So Georgi's like, I'll apologize. You know what? I'll cook dinner for everyone.
Nice. The Mediterranean.
New day. Yeah. Georgi's grilling up lamb chops. Gotta keep it juicy. Gotta keep it juicy. Georgi tells the camera, I want to show them that I don't want no beef between us. That's why I'm cooking lamb. Where's the beef? Not between us. Right?
Oh my gosh.
So Florian and Stacey arrive. They look like someone killed their cat. They show up. They look so sad, so skeptical.
Well, because they know what's going to happen and Stacey's not on board. And Borean loves Darcey because she is his sister, so he wants to have her back. So they're not happy.
Yeah, they sit down. The way Borean was sitting was hilarious. He looked like a teenager who was sent to the principal's office for smoking cigs in the bathroom or something.
His back is gonna kill.
Yeah. So Georgi apologizes for being sarcastic. And Borean goes, somebody don't make my sister happy. It's so hard to respect these people. He goes, sometimes you need to understand for yourself what you need to change. I'm like, is this dude speaking in riddles? What is this guy's? He's like, out of the eater, something to eat. Understand?
I think he should start making signs for home goods. All these like futuristic or mystical signs that This should get you into deep thinking about yourself and the world.
It's so good. So Georgie's like, I love Darcey. Like, I want to fight for the relationship. We need to start fresh. Stacey, not buying it. But Darcey says, well, the counseling sessions are helping, and we're going to continue doing them. It's like, you guys did one, okay? You guys did one, but they say they're going to keep doing them. So Darcey says, Georgie, he's showing more effort. I see the shift.
After one session.
But forget that. It's not one-sided. Darcey's like, Georgie's showing more effort. I see the shift. It's not one-sided. It takes two to trigger tango, right? You need to do the work as well, Darcey. Don't put it all on Georgie.
Isn't it a saying that it takes two to tango?
That's my point. So the therapist is like, trigger tango. It takes two to trigger tango. So don't just be like, oh, Georgie's showing more. Are you, Darcey? How much effort are you showing? So then Darcey goes, something I want to run by you. I think it'd be beneficial if Georgie comes to Miami so we can continue to work on our relationship. And Stacey's like, I don't know if Georgie deserves to come. But Darcey goes, House of 11, it's my company too. And I want Georgie there. So Stacey says,
Stacey, yeah. I was just going to say, Stacey's worried that Georgie's drama will jeopardize the success of the fashion show.
Mm-hmm.
Georgie's drama? What drama?
What
drama does he bring?
Georgie's been drama-free since, I don't know.
93.
Since, 83 probably.
Okay, he's probably.
You're drama, girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is Georgie? 30-ish?
I don't know.
Probably.
Either way, Stacey is not on board. Says Georgie hasn't proven himself enough to come on the trip, but it is what it is. I think he's coming.
I think he's coming too. He's gonna help them manifest
Miami. So we'll see. That's the episode. It was a good episode. It always is.
It was a good episode, yeah.
And we'll see what is to come.
I missed watching it with you.
I know.
But I hope, guys, that this is good. Next week we'll be back together. That's how we like it. That's how we can laugh together and talk about these sisters in one room. But
yeah, it's difficult.
We made it.
It's difficult with the internet connections and the lags and delays, but I enjoy talking about it.
Me too. And any apologies for any technical issues if we sound a little different.
You know what it is. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you guys are following us on Instagram at Married to Reality Pod. Make sure you guys are following the podcast wherever you're listening. So easy to do. Just smash that follow button.
Guys, smash it like it's as hot as this drama. Woo!
And thank you. Thank you again for the reviews. If you haven't left one, please do. It means the world if you could. That is it. I have said it all. Have you said it all?
I've said it all.
All right. That means we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.